gather beneath old fallen trees. Beds of leaves. And I'm just really excited for the record to get out. I feel like I've kind of had this secret that I really wanted to tell everybody for a while. This record that was finished, and you have to wait for all of these processes. You have to wait for it to get manufactured and mastered, and then you have to wait because it has to fit into a publicity schedule, and it has to come out at a certain time that works with the record label. It's things that are kind of very exterior forces. They're things you can't really control. But I just really want the record to be out. I want people to hear it, and I'm really looking forward to being able to play these songs live, to have people know them. I don't know. It's going to be hopefully as crazy and ridiculous as the last couple of years. I was looking online for images of inspiration, and I'd written this song called "Oh Fortune," and in another song on the record, "If I Am Dead," there's this line about a ticker tape parade, and I was really fascinated by ticker tape parades and what it means to be totally lost in this kind of social eruption of what's going on. And you might be in a coffee shop and see all this stuff going on. You wouldn't really know what it was for, or how it was, and you'd kind of be caught away, swept up. If you're walking by a street performer and they're so good that they grab you, that kind of thing. It's like you're taken out of your perception of what you're going to do, and then you end up just doing this other thing that is part of a big mass movement. One of the most classic and famous ticker tape parades was I think it was 26, and it was on the return of Gertrude Aderly. She came back from England, where she had swam across the English Channel in record time, and she was the most famous woman in America for all of a week, whatever. It was her moment, and I thought it was so cool that in the 20s that this woman had this athletic feat, and that people were celebrating this female athlete, and that she had crushed the previous male world record. And this moment of "Oh Fortune," that was her moment, but it was also the people's moment. Everybody celebrated it with her, and I thought that was really cool. I've had a very fantastical couple of years. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have changed. It all kind of summed up a month or two ago at the Stanley Park, Vancouver 125. Big kind of Vancouver celebration, all Vancouver bands, and we got to close the whole thing out on the Sunday night, and we had a 15-piece band, and we were able to kind of exercise these new arrangements on these new songs that a lot of people had not heard, and really exciting. And just kind of being up on stage, I was a little bit nervous to start. We had some technical issues, and by the time we got about 5 songs in, all of my anxiety just went away, and I was able to just kind of exist surrounded by this incredible cast of musicians, and in front of me was this huge crowd that was there to everybody was there to kind of give themselves to an evening, and just to have this great kind of eruption of local hometown pride, and the mayor was there. It was great. It was a couple of weeks after the riots, and it was nice to see that people could be in large groups and still be civil, and it was kind of a bit of a feather back in the cap of Vancouver after it had all this horrible international press. It smells good. You land in Vancouver and you walk out of YVR, and immediately you know you're in Vancouver because it smells good. I like that there's not a highway running through it. I like that the highway touches the edge of the city, and then you have to deal with this terrible, awful traffic everywhere else because of it. But the city cannot grow anymore than it already is. I hope that there's some level of preservation that surrounds Vancouver because of that. Can't get that big. I don't know. It's home. It's always been home. Even when I lived away, it was home. It was always home. So I love the fact that it gave me a lot of things. It gave me the opportunity to go and kind of experience other places and other parts of the world, and great experiences with music, and a lot of it came from the strength that I got from the community here in Vancouver and from the media here. And sometimes you have to go away to gain some clout to come home and then, you know, kind of show what you've learned. But also sometimes the place where you're from gives you that lift that you need to go away. So in my case, both are true, but Vancouver has always just kind of been there for me, and I'm very, very thankful for the community here, musical and non-musical. It's just it's a good place to be from. May see that tomorrow